Thanks to Bayer Leverkusen's incredible performances, Xabi Alonso has become the hottest name among coaches worldwide. The team led by the Real Madrid legend hasn't lost a match since May 2023, going undefeated in 42 matches. In August 2022, he took over a team in terrible form, and from the bottom of the Bundesliga table, climbed to the top. And everything indicates that in this season, they won't let go of the Bundesliga championship, ending Bayern Munich's 11-year winning streak and claiming their first league trophy in the club's history. Such an exceptional situation has led to Alonso being linked to coaching Liverpool, Real Madrid, or Bayern Munich. What made every fan want him as their favorite club's coach? How did the man who was coaching reserves in the Spanish 3rd Division moments ago is now being described as the next Guardiola? Is Xabi Alonso a coaching genius or a stroke of luck? The main source of Xabi Alonso's success can be seen in his wonderful football career, where he worked with the best coaches of recent times: Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, Carlo Ancelotti, Vicente del Bosque, and Rafael Benitez. Each of them had their unique style and way of playing football, as a result of which Alonso does not limit himself to one learned scheme. Xabi seems to have observed coaches throughout his entire football career and learned only the best qualities and behaviors, as he himself confirmed in one of the interviews, saying, "With Mourinho, I noticed the strength and intelligence he must communicate his intentions. He's a decisive guy who knows what he wants to do. Guardiola analyzes every contact with the ball, has a solution to every problem, knows everything about everybody. Ancelotti is a fan of good football, seems calm about the results, but inside he's all buzzing. I try to gather the best qualities from each of them." About how Xabi's past with these coaches influenced on his career, I will tell you a bit later. After retiring in 2017, Alonso completed the UEFA Elite coaching course alongside Xabi and returned to Real Madrid to coach the under-14 teams. There, he developed his knowledge-sharing skills, patience with players, and decided to definitively start his coaching career. In 2019, he returned to another of his former clubs, becoming the head coach of the 3rd Division club, Real Sociedad B. The choice was conscious and well thought out, as the tactical principles of the club were very consistent with Xabi's view of football. Real Sociedad was his first football club, where he debuted as a serious player at the age of 18, and after 20 years, he returned, this time as a coach, starting a completely new adventure in his life. In San Sebastian, technical skills and ball control were always prioritized. Xabi demanded the same, resulting in leading the reserves to the club's promotion to the 2nd Division in his first season, the first time in 60 years. Alonso's style, his precise ball distribution, and perfect passes gained nationwide acclaim in Spain. His great football career also helped of his coaching position. As a player for over 18 years, he won all possible trophies, such as the World Cup with Spain in 2010, European Championships in 2008 and 2012, and the Champions League in the 2004-2005 season with Liverpool and in the 2013-2014 season with Real Madrid. Despite so many successes and experience gained with the best coaches in the world, Xabi was a big unknown. Major clubs were afraid to hire someone so inexperienced in coaching players. The Real Sociedad first team was doing very well, so Alonso's promotion to head coach was unreal. The Spaniard was forced to leave the country in search of further challenges. Xabi's analytical and highly intelligent mind noticed that Bayer Leverkusen is the ideal club to take over. The team had a terrible start of the season, fighting in every match to avoid falling into the relegation zone. The priority was to only secure a place in the upper part of the Bundesliga table. Bayer had many quality players who were young and talented. They only needed someone who simply will show them how they can use their advantages. Xabi Alonso turned out to be that support, taking over the team in October 2022. At that time, Bayer Leverkusen had only 5 points after 8 matches in the Bundesliga, resulting 17th place of 18 teams in the table. Before I discuss the tactics that surprised the entire Bundesliga, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Xabi Alonso has always been a hard-working individual, as seen throughout his long football career at the highest level. So as a coach, he demanded the same from his younger players. An incredible advantage for Alonso is his age. At 42, he still presents pretty good sporting form, demonstrating exercises, passes, and shots that he expected from his players. The complete mental and tactical transformation of the players resulted in Bayer Leverkusen climbing to 6th place in the table just 6 months later, securing a place in the European competition until the end of the season. Meanwhile, playing in the Europa League, they came close to reaching the final, losing only to Roma, led by Jose Mourinho, in the tournament's semi-final. Despite this loss, Alonso's achievements at the club were unquestionable. His team showed progress week by week in both defense and attack, raising fans' expectations for better results. Discipline, hard work, and opponent analysis helped the German team to reach the top of the Bundesliga table, embarrassing Bayern Munich. The incredible unbeaten streak led Bayer Leverkusen to set a new record on March 3, 2024, with 34 consecutive matches undefeated in the Bundesliga, surpassing Hansi Flick's Bayern Munich records from 2020 and 2021. Midfielder Granit Xhaka said, "Statistics don't lie," after defeating Heidenheim, allowing the team to make history. Such developments led Leverkusen to achieve the best start to a season in Bundesliga history, even surpassing the Bayern team from Guardiola's era, in which Alonso played. The combination of vast knowledge and perfect theoretical understanding of football was the key to the team's success. The fact that he has won all possible trophies as a player makes him wide-eyed and allows him to look ahead with his plans. The midfield position in which he performed is most suitable for understanding the game and using these skills as a coach. Despite so many signs pointing to his colorful future, Xabi maintains incredible work habits and humility in taking his next steps at Leverkusen. He gives the impression of being humble and embarrassed by compliments. Despite a huge amount of responsibilities, he comes to training first, and devoting a huge amount of time to the players leaves last. His work goes beyond sideline instructions. Due to his young age, he still joins the players on the field, showing them what he expects. Many observers emphasize that the 42-year-old is still the most technically skilled player on the field, standing out among the young team. The only downside of Coach Alonso may turn out to be his closed, introverted nature. He is not a born speaker who captivates crowds. In human interactions, he can sometimes be reserved and focused only on getting the job done. We have to remember that he is relatively young. Such an intelligent man will certainly not let go of that important aspect as interacting with and understanding footballers. We just have to give him time to work on it himself. What does the future look like for Xabi Alonso? In the coming weeks, we may witness Bayer Leverkusen winning their first ever championship title, breaking Bayern's 11-year triumphs. Choosing a path for Xabi certainly won't be easy. He can continue at Leverkusen until the end of his contract, which expires on June 30th, 2026. He has built a team that will be hard to leave. He can easily continue working, all the while learning new tactics and ways to play matches. In the coming season, he will have the opportunity to prove himself in the Champions League without the imposed pressure for amazing performances or just completely abstractly speaking winning the tournament. However, we have no idea what the outstanding Spaniard's mind is hiding. Perhaps he feels ready to accept the next challenge, which will surely be to lead a much bigger club. Of the many European teams, three stand out in particular. Liverpool and Bayern Munich are the leading candidates to be left without a coach after the end of the season. Alonso's name is also often associated with the soon-to-be vacant position at Real Madrid, and there is widespread speculation that Carlo Ancelotti will leave Santiago Bernabeu after this season. Xabi is very familiar with these clubs and the culture surrounding them. After all, he has played for them throughout his entire career. We can't be absolutely sure about that either. Alonso likes to surprise and choose the least obvious solution to a situation. He may also step back into the shadows again after the season is over, so that he can work on tactics, analyzing matches, and developing his skills without any journalists. The problems at Leverkusen are much simpler than at top clubs. The relatively small amount of experience may be crucial in choosing a coaching path. It is definitely worth waiting until he will be ready to take over a new team, rather than trying to get him to do so. Michael Owen, a legend of English football, presents us with an interesting view on the situation. Xabi Alonso has a big dilemma. Real Madrid is an option for the future, but at the moment, if he doesn't stay at Bayer Leverkusen, it will be a battle between Liverpool and Bayern. He's only been a coach for a short time, so Bayern is the safer choice. The team will immediately return to winning titles. It's practically certain. Liverpool is a risky move. It will be very hard to work after Klopp. The team doesn't play the style Xabi wants, so it may be difficult to rebuild. Let us know in the comments what you think about Xabi's coaching career. Should he stay at Leverkusen or not? And the most important question, what European club should Alonso lead?